A very good morning, my dear Silent Rose friends. Today, for your reflection, I wanted to share a very important lesson I learned today. Have we ever thought things around this home or things around this place will never get done without me? I'm sure many of us have at some point in our life. My dear friends, when you encounter this moment, this is a reminder for us to just take a step back and evaluate. Is this something that God really wants me to be doing right now? What I'm talking about is that one thing that you think will not happen without you. My dear friends, in these moments, it's very important for us to evaluate, is this something I really need to be doing right now? And secondly, is there someone else who is capable of doing this job alongside you or instead of you? In such a moment, there is a big question in front of you. Are you going to choose to lead, or are you going to choose to mentor someone else who may be able to do that job even better? A few weeks ago, there was a volunteering opportunity at my workplace, and here I was thinking, oh yeah, volunteering is totally my jam. So why not help out my team by taking charge of the situation and plan and guide everyone on how to go about this volunteering opportunity. At the face value of it, we might think, oh, we're helping take a big load off of someone else's shoulder, or we're doing our best to help someone out. But here's where I may have misinterpreted the situation a little bit. In the name of helping everyone and wanting everything to be perfect, instead of assigning the tasks out to different people, I started taking on a huge share of the work. I wanted so much for everything to be perfect, and for that I thought that everything had to go through my eyesight or my viewpoint. I didn't even consider handing out a lot of the responsibilities to other people out of fear that there could be mistakes. The final product could be so far from perfection. My dear friends, when you hear this, how does all of this sound to you? Very prideful, right? Towards the end, especially on the day of the event, I realized that maybe I had taken on a lot more than I can chew. However, my peers were such generous-hearted people that they offered to come and help me out on the day of the event. And my dear friends, the important lesson that I learned there was that a body functions only when all of its parts work together, not when one part alone works or one part is dominant over the other. It is the same way with all of us, my dear friends. When you work together as a group, there may be differences of ideas, there may be differences of our perception of how perfect everything should turn out. But in these situations, it is important for us to learn how to work together. Things may not turn out as perfect as we expect. But my dear friends, maybe that's what God wants from you, to be more understanding, to do your best to mentor someone else to do that task that God may have entrusted them to do, rather than snatching that opportunity of learning away from them. Now, the person to whom you entrust the task, whether they do it or not, that's up to them. It's not a reflection of you. Where if that person doesn't do what was asked of them, it is not your job to step in and perfect that gap. No, your job is only to counsel until that moment turns up where you are asked to step up and lead in that moment. If not any of these, sometimes it's also a good exercise for us to just be part of the team, be a team player instead of having to be the leader or the counselor. It's good to have a balance of all these roles within us. And so, my dear friends, the moral of the story that I got from this is that sometimes you just have to let go of perfection, to let go of the pride. Because most times, 99.9999% of the time, God is looking more at your intention, or rather the other person's intention, than the perfection that is achieved from everything that is done. Have a blessed day, dear friends. God bless.